We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Khari Willis drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 78 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Let's go. Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Taylor. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 3. Now it's Watson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On the counter, Lindsey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. These two teams all tied after one.
3 down, 3 down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Watson a give. This is Johnson.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Watson off play action. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Being chased out left. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tyquan Lewis, he read that the whole way and made the tackle.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Watson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Quick throw completed by Watson. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And here's Rodgers to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. On the move to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv act, they're good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers on the return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
No gain on the play there, second down.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Second and 10.
On play action, now Garoppolo.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Gets by him at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Garoppolo. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Again, Watson to keep it.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Watson. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Watson. David Johnson here on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On second down, right back to Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that was a pleasing run from Phillip Lindsay, coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Back to throw, Watson.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jordan. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
118 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing now is Garoppolo.
They're going right back to Pittman.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They run with Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That was
A touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Taylor.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 3rd down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg.
This to the outside for Mack.
Touchdown Colts. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Blankenship out for the point after.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Texans 25, Colts 22.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Pushing through the contact, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Lindsey on the toss left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. From the 50, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. 20, 10. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Texans, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.